Hi. So in last video we looked at motion, looks, and sound in understanding Scratch 3.0. Sorry. And today we're looking at events, control, and sensing. And then we'll be looking at Rails Rails and my blocks. After that, right, let's get started with events. Events are basically what triggers code. It's got this little top, which means it goes at the top. So this is kind of like a start project. And what it does is it activates any code that's underneath a green flag. And that's the only thing a viewer can do when starting a project. So your project always have to start with a one green flag is clicked. If it's your menu intro, the first thing that comes up is always going to be under a green flag, unless it's a blank project with nothing on it. So, green flag, it's pretty simple. You can put stuff under it. And yeah, when the green flag is clicked, it'll do that code. So yeah. That's block. The next event block is when space is pressed. Now, in my opinion, this is only useful in very specific circumstances. Because most people do one flag clicked forever. If it's useful if you're maybe making a game and spawning clones, but things like this, you're just gonna want to do this because I'll show you what it's like. The thing what it does is you press it once, but if you hold it, you press it, wait a second, then it starts to hold. I'll show you. It does it, then starts to hold. And if you tap it, it goes like that. So, not a very useful block. I would much rather just do if key space press, because I'll show you what that's like. It's 10 times better. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. So yeah, that's that. Next one is when the sprite's clicked. Again, only useful in very specific circumstances. One flag clicked forever. If key. Now if touching mouse pointer. And mouse down, so it's simulating a click. Then you do it. That is much better. But again, that can be useful in really. Again, these blocks, I'm just going to say now, you might want to look something up for them because, take it from me, I have never used these blocks ever. I just don't see the need. I mean, I guess the time could be for loudness. I never see why you would use that. And that, I guess you could use that when backdrop switches to that. But I guess I just don't do that. I think I've done it once when I've done one flag click forever if backdrop name equals this. I've probably done that. I probably don't use this. But yeah, I guess you could use that. But this, I don't really know what to use it for. Broadcasting. Broadcasting is if you want to send messages to other sprites. So I'll give you an example here. In here, we'll put broadcast message 1 when the sprite is clicked. And on this one, when I receive message 1, we're going to move 10 steps. As you can see, we're clicking that, which is broadcasting, move 10 steps. So now if we click this first sprite, that sprite will move. I know, it's amazing. So yeah, that's what broadcasting does. You can send messages efficiently to the sprites just like that. And you can make as many broadcasts you want. Control. Probably, in my opinion, one of the most, if not the most important. Wait, this is pretty simple. Use it to wait a period of time. But if you do put a wait in your script, like jump, and then wait until not key space press, so you can't just spam jump or hold jump, you would have to separate your scripts. And you can also put pick random inside of it and go, you're making a collect game, you can make it so it's a random interval and you can't just get in the flow of it. Like in an infinite runner, you just know when to press the space. So that's nice. Right, repeat. This is probably isn't as useful as the forever, but repeat can be used. It's good when making intros or animations and stuff. I don't use it that often, but it just does whatever code inside of it as many times as this number is. So we're gonna move 10 steps, just times that by 10. So we're gonna move 100 steps. As you can see, now our x is 100. So yeah, cool block. Forever, I use this so much. Like in platformers, when like you control the game, it's so useful. Like if key, right arrow press. Normally it's variable movement, but I haven't got a whole lot of time. I'll just show you change X. It's just so useful. Forever block, it's great. Whatever code inside of it will run until the project is stopped, or there's a stop block inside of it for stop this script, stop or yeah, not stop when it goes. That's right. So those are the only things it can be stopped by. So if your project's running and you haven't got a stop block in it, it will go until the stop button is pressed. If, again, super useful. This boolean, you can put things like a greater than in, and then down here in motion we can go when our x position is greater than maybe 200. So say you're running this way and you're letting obstacles come down. When they hit the edge, they would disappear and not just get caught on the edge of the screen. That could be useful. But the if is so many good things. Alright, if else. If this statement isn't true, then this will run. If it is true, this will run. They don't run at the same time. So it's basically an if statement, but if it's not running, then we'll run this code instead. Wait until. So this, you're not waiting an amount of seconds, you're waiting until something happens. So again, I use this a lot for wait until not. Key space pressed, like I explained. So instead of waiting seconds, you're waiting until this is happening. Waiting until you're not pressing space. Control repeat until I think is next, yes. Repeat until is great. You can use it to, maybe you're making a game where you have to get 10 to score, and then you can do repeat until score, or whatever your variable is, gets to 10. Then you're creating clones. So that's really useful. You can also, next block, stop. Now this is 3 different forms. This script will have a block on the bottom, and all will have a block. Now all is basically just a stop sign. That's basically what it is, but a player can trigger it. Or, like for example, we'll just make a sprite here. Bananas. Can we have it? Have the bananas? Yeah. Forever. Turn 50 degrees. As you can see, banana's very happy. But when the sprite is click stopping all, it's basically just stop using the stop sign. So if we do that, it will stop. But yeah, if we press this sprite, stop all, as you can see, the whole project will stop. So yeah, that's stop all. And next one is just cloning. Cloning is really useful. If you're doing it with a balloon popper game where they spawn, and you can do wait, pick random 1 to 2 seconds, great clone myself. So the clones are spawning at the right times. And when I start as clone is what the clone is going to do. The clone is just an exact replica of the thing, same costume and everything, same size, same effects. It just doesn't have the same code. So you can code what the clone does here. Create clone of myself, that's how you make the clones, and delete this clone. Like you could spawn coins everywhere, and then if touching player, delete this clone. Sensing. Right. Oh, and yeah, just saying, we did so much time on control. I think we're gonna have to do operators. Oh no, we did a bit. No, I can do sensing in 1 minute, I guess. I'll try. Go over 10 minutes. Never mind. Right, touching, very simple. If a sprite is touching this, that's very useful for in this statement. If touching mouse pointer, go to 0, 0. Let's start this. Oh yeah, because if statements, they will only run on the first frame, and if it isn't done, they won't run for the rest of the project. So if statements almost always need a forever loop, unless you're doing ask, and then we'll get to that. So click this, if touching mouse pointer, goes to 0, 0. See? It's touching. Move it over here and it's touching. there you go. Yeah, now touching colour. This is the exact same as touching, it's just if you're touching a colour. I'm sure it can be backgrounds, it can be a sprite, it can be, colour touching is colour. It's just basically you can do it. You can activate codes from other sprites for having to broadcast. So if when this sprite touches this sprite, then we can run it. So when his colour touches his colour. Distance 2 is basically just distance, really. So like on coordinates, here to here is about 200. So 150, whatever. So if I was here, if distance equals 100, like see my mouse pointer, if d equals 100, then go to random position. I don't have time to show you examples. Ask, or just ask and wait. And then you can do if answer equals yes, then say thank you. So if you're going to ask what's your name, if answer equals, I don't know, you can just put in, or you can just ask what's my favourite food, and if they say tuna, which is, you can say, then you can use the say block to say correct. And then you can have an if else is not, if answer equals not what that was, then it can say wrong. So that's a useful block. Gonna have to reply since I've triggered it now. Answer, just went over that. Key space, again, really useful for platformers and all that stuff. I prefer it much over this, but yeah, that's just opinions. Mouse down, again, if the mouse is down on something, or not on something you'd be touching mouse pointer and mouse down. If mouse down anywhere, then you can trigger the code. Mouse X, mouse X, it just has the mouse X, so you could set this guy's X position to mouse X, so it can be like a Pong game. Mouse Y, same, just on the Y position, you can make a 2-player Pong game, one here, one here. Set drag mode draggable. So when you start a project, it always sets it is not draggable. But if you want, you can set it as draggable, so people can drag stuff around. Loudness, that's just loudness, really. Like if loudness equals this, then reset it. Or timer, this basically just starts a timer from when the project started. It's at 178, and this just resets the timer. Now it's only at that, but I can reset it by running this code. At drop of stage, it says that, but you can change this to many things like other sprites. So if X position of sprite 2, for example. Current year and day, I've never ever used these in my life. Don't know anything about them. Username, you can do that. If username equals you, then set mode draggable. So when you're testing a project, you can just drag yourself across the thing to get through all levels. And yeah, that's this episode done. It's very long. It's 13 minutes, so thanks for staying, I guess. If you're here, comment fudge brownie. So yeah, next episode, operators, variables, and my blocks. Yeah, it's really not as complicated as you think. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.